Now, another rule related to the variable declaration is that I can declare multiple variables here. I can say int I equal to 0, j equal to 0, and similarly I can print out here, I can say plus plus I comma plus plus j, and here I can print I plus 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 comma plus j. As I we are already incrementing, so I'll just simply write I plus comma and then j. So this can have multiple statements. This can also have multiple statements, as I we have already declared, so I'll remove this. So the rule is that we can initialize multiple variables in the first part of the for loop, and similarly multiple statements we can write in the third part separated by a comma, and we can get the output. So in this case I will be incremented by 1 and a check for I, which is this will continue till I is less than 10. So there is no check on j, but the loop terminates when I becomes equal to 10. So j will be accordingly be incremented till the loop runs for I. So we can have multiple statement, multiple variable initializations, but the condition is that is data type for both the variables has to be same. Now, as soon as I change the data type to a different value, say float, there is immediately an error which says that you remove this token. So we can have multiple declarations, but the type of the variable has to be same. So this is how this works out. And similarly in this part we need to have a boolean value. I can say I less than 10, but I cannot say I less than 10 comma j less than 20. It can have multiple statements, but they must have to be combined through some operator to generate a boolean value. As long as there is a boolean value from this expression, the loop is perfectly okay. But as of now, I less than 10 comma j less than 20 does not give a boolean result. And if I say and j less than 20, so this gives me a boolean result. So as soon as I is equal to 10, so this goes false, the net expression goes false, and we can have a similar output. Or I can say j is less than 5, so that we should terminate it before the condition of I reaches. So you can see now the loop doesn't even go to I equal to 10, it finishes off at j equal to 5. So the middle expression has to generate a boolean result, and as long as the boolean is coming, irrespective of the way we have achieved the result, the loop will continue. So as if the result is true, the loop continues. In case the result comes out to be false, the loop terminates. So let us now see how we can arrange multiple for loops. Suppose I say int I equal to 1, I less than 5 plus plus I, and then I can have a j, int j is equal to 1, j less than say let us say I, and let us start this from 0 so that we get some value plus plus j. Now suppose I put some print here, I print I here, and I put a print j here. Now what happens? Now we getting an error on the print statement for j. Now why this? Now the for loop for j has a scope from this point to this point. So within this shaded portion you can use j wherever we want, and the scope of I is from this shaded portion. So within this portion we can use I anywhere. So I we have used within the shaded portion, but as you can see the scope of j is this region, whereas we have used this beyond the scope of the j loop. So this we need to keep in mind when we have multiple for loops, that we must keep in mind the scope of the variable while using the variables. So we can take j here, I can take I here. So let us see what output this generates. I can just put a small tab to keep a small gap within values. So this is a kind of output we get from multiple for loop. So in case I want output say 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can simply print I here, and then the value can go on. So we've seen how the for loop works, what options we got for loop, and how we can work around with various manipulations of the for loop.